Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time to the Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Tuesday, Mosh Pit. I hope your Tuesdays are going off to a great start here. We did have another video crossing 3,000 likes now, putting us only 12 away from the Get Down Mr. President Challenge. Thank you all so much for the support over the weekend and everyone who's been catching up on the likes along with keeping up your comment streaks as well. It is greatly appreciated, and I cannot express how much it helps the growth of the channel. Here's your meme of the day. This is a new one on me. I gotta admit, this one got a good lol out of me. Sent in by FunRun7030 on the Sinvicta subreddit. That thread was, I don't know, I thought it works. That's no map. Then in the thread they also said, I'm trying. Hey, you know what? Keep trying, because that was a good one, FunRun. That one actually got me. I love I think what's funny about this meme is just the look of Alec Guinness's eyes. He's so into it. And just pure terror, pure terror right there. That's exactly how I look whenever I see maps like that. Starting off with Maw the Bizzle. Ooh, man, well, Quebec, Charlie Lima, 8 Papa, Victor Bravo. We've got Maw the Void, which is great. We got a terrible haircut. Or a good haircut, depending on what era of life that you're living in. But the problem here is that we have very bad tears rate and a very bad damage. I flip-flopped that sentence. We have a very bad tears rate, and we have very bad damage. 2.66 is pretty pathetic when it comes to a starting base damage here, and 2.06 is just a hair over 2 attacks per second, which is not good. Anytime you're below 2, you are in trouble. Obviously, we're not there, but we're already kind of hurting. So, is the good streak of June going to come back and bite us, or are we just in a little bit of a down period here? Of course, we got to find out. It is nice that we're starting with Maw of the Void, though, because it does allow us to have an automatic 1 of 3 transformation items for Leviathan, which early flying would be amazing. We get extra damage, we get extra HP as well, which is the big one. And we also have Bob's Rotten Head, which is a very good active item to start with. We need keys, they're right there. We can use Bob's Rotten Head to destroy early game bosses. I mean, absolutely wipe the floor with them if you hit. And of course, I'm not known for missing my targets. Get some shot speed here, which is good because our shot speed was also very abysmal. And some range, which doesn't really affect us that much right now. The biggest concern is going to be the lack of tears rate and lack of damage. That is our #1 top priority, is to hopefully get something that will improve that standing dramatically. Ooh, that was a little bit too close to that right spike there. Careful now, careful now. We are not in a position to be possibly throwing away some bad damage. Hey, we get Seraphim. Nice. And hot bombs. Okay. I like hot bombs. Seraphim's a very, very good familiar that shoots Sacred Heart Tears that do a very respectable amount of damage. Very reliable, trustworthy. If you see Seraphim, you should use Seraphim. Then hot bombs is going to basically give us the red candle effect, or if you want to just be literal about it, they are literal hot bombs, which will allow us, yeah, we can ding the donation machine, which will allow us to have a fire built underneath every bomb that we fire, including anything that synergizes with bombs as well. I think 1 bomb for 2 keys here is excellent. And Super Secret Room is, they want you to believe it's there, but I'm smarter than that. Okay. All right, so lots of room to grow here. We're on to last week's question of the episode. This one coming in from the Teleport Meta is the Way episode, written by Colt Guyton 592, or maybe it's Colt Gaiden 592 on the YouTube comments, obviously. A Colt said, question of the day, do you think any passive items should be active items? If so, what would they do? It's a great question. It's very unique, and I have a couple of items that when I read this question, it's right off the top of my head, I thought An easy one would be something like Bob's Brain or maybe Little Delirium. They would make much better active items than actual passive items. Bob's Brain is very, very similar to Bob's Rotten Head, but it would be cool to be able to have two of them or maybe combine them into just a Bob. How cool would that be to have like a construction set where if you put pieces of Bob back together and then it ultimately leads to you being able to create Bob, and then it's a permanent sidekick to your run. That'd be so cool. But besides that, I think another item that instantly came to mind was Isaac's Heart. Now, before you think that that's crazy, that's crazy talk, let me holla at you. So the reason why I was thinking, well, you know, Isaac's Heart is not really a bad idea for that is because imagine a scenario where you can drop your hitbox immediately and move away from something of either impending danger, or if you're going to be fighting a boss that has lots of spikes or anything like that. Anything that you would never need to be off the ground for but don't have flying, Isaac's Heart's got you covered. On top of that, if you had, it sets up some pretty interesting synergies with stuff like, say, Ludovico, where if you have Ludovico technique and you can drop your hitbox via Isaac's Heart, what you could do is that you spend less time worrying about your positioning and firing tiers and delivering damage to the target, and more time just worrying. It simplifies the matter. You just spend more time worrying about where is your hitbox at. And Isaac's Heart would allow you to do that from opposite ends of the room. Now, of course, you could also argue, well, you could do that with Ludovico anyway, but I think that would be very interesting to do so. To have Isaac's Heart active, if you need to get into curse rooms, that sort of thing, I think it's a neat concept. It's a great question. And let me know your thoughts on the question of the day, because that one definitely sets up some very interesting conversations. Again, we're never going to see any results of that, but it would be. It's always fun to theorize, right? That's what sports channels do. Whenever it's the off season, when there's no football around, but you still see all the familiar faces making football content because you just theorize. I mean, Matt Pat had a whole channel, but he built a whole brand out of that, a whole empire, in fact, just theorizing about stuff. Definitely the way to go, because people love to use their imaginations and they love to explore possibilities. I think that's just a natural human thing. And being able to trigger that kind of response from an audience continually is very, very valuable in more ways than one. I think we got to take Goathead here. We are in the market for Leviathan. We got to get some help. Now, obviously, Bar of Soap definitely helped us out quite a bit. Gave us more tiers, which is nice. That's our biggest want. Need some movement speed, but we definitely still need some more damage. Damage is not where we want to be. Sulfuric acid is a good start. I do like having the tier effect that allows me to destroy all rocks, destroy all pots, and that sort of thing. But you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Those little orange, you see those little orange tiers that are coming out. Be mindful of where you're shooting, because you could hit something like, say, a bomb rock, or like, say, a mushroom that would deal damage to you, and it would be, let's just call it suboptimal. Did get an Eternal Heart here, which is going to activate Dark Prince's Crown. Wild card is not a bad shout here. I would honestly like to get PhD. PhD holds the kingdom. It's the keys to our kingdom here. Because PhD serves as a stat up for every single stat that we need minus damage. So PhD now becomes a top priority. This is going off of what I was kind of referring to the other day when I was going on a little bit of a tangent, just talking about the state of things. And this is where reminding yourself constantly, at least this is how my brain works anyway, keeping me focused, listing our shortcomings, making sure that we understand the situation that we're in. We can better analyze what items are going to benefit us the most in this current situation. And right now it's PhD. So it is imperative that we find 4 cents here by any means necessary. Poker Chip is interesting. The Stars card, which is too valuable for us to let go. Chariot card is nice, but And we got to be careful here. We're only on 2 HP. We're one or two bad hits of damage away from just dying. So let's lock in here, Isaac. Are there any fires that we missed? We need 3 cents, game. We really, 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 really wanted to. We could go over and destroy all rocks to see if we can get a crawl space. And one place we have not been into yet in particular still has some hope, which is going to be the super secret room. I think at this point it's too risky for us to go into the curse room for now. Okay, we got bombas, but the bomb beggar can pay out with money, so as long as he doesn't pay out immediately. Exactly 3 cents, my dude. My dude, my actual dude. Okay, that was an expensive 3 cents. It did cost us 4 bombs. But at the end of the day, it's going to give us the most powerful and best upgrade for us right now. Infested, which doesn't give us a stat upgrade. And we're going to head on down to the next floor. I would like to get the wild card too, but yeah, Stars card is going to be nice for getting out of challenge rooms. We go straight to the Shining Rock's interesting here. We go straight to the item room. And if we needed to, we could also use it to get out of boss rush, which by the look of things right now, we are most likely not going to get. Oh, I should have gone to the alt path door. Slight goof up there. I should have gone at least to check the alt path door. That can have a tinted rock and also some coins in the form of fool's gold. If you're lucky. We all know how that one works. Constantly reminding myself the situation that we're in, looking at the potential upside for certain items versus the downsides. Just keeping your mind focused is what I do. A lot of the times when you hear me saying we've got really bad damage or we've got bad movement speed or our life is too low, blah, 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 blah. Making little mental notes to just say, hey, let's stay focused here. Toxic Shock, it doesn't help our stats, but it does sort of loosen the requirements for us to kill things a little bit faster because it does kind of butter them up a little bit. Not looking for a Devil Deal upgrade there. I'm just simply trying to get more money. Hey, nice. Super secret room is right. Yeah. Get another HP upgrade. We could potentially look for a sack room. So I'm not going to go into the curse rooms yet. It's not great unless we had a flat file. We almost got caught there with the kind of a bad angle that I took. Bad angle plus not great movement speed, but it was mostly the bad angle. Sulfuric acid allows you to also check for secret rooms like we just found right there. Again, just be cautious of whenever you're shooting mushrooms to stay far, far away. Unless you just don't care about losing HP. Go, mushroom. Thank you. How many times we had to shoot your direction before you remembered, oh, wait, I'm supposed to blow up here. You can see forever. It's useful, but nothing amazing. Basically just gives you x-ray specs for the entire floor, which again it's useful. It's nice to have. Saves you bombs, saves you time, also possibly gives you shortcuts. You're wondering where all the spiders are coming from? It's from Keeper's Kin. Every time we destroy a rock, we spawn a spider. And it's very good. It allows us to create more damage where we normally wouldn't have any. And right now, our damage is still far below what is Isaac's base damage, which is 3.50. So you know we're in the mix here. We're in the trenches now. I think that the string of good runs for June might be a little bit of a worrying position. It's not panic mode yet. For June streak to go off here, but it does feel like we're starting to feel the burn a little bit more. Okay, we don't need any more. We absolutely need no more I Can See Forever pills. I can tell you that game. Pick them up, or eye drops is going to give us a significant tears upgrade, which also breaks the tears cap, and we get Athame, which is also very, very helpful. So luck up, and finally we get a speed up here. So things are starting to come up Millhouse. Still need lots of help though. There we go. Again, I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. We're going to at least check the alt path door. Mushrooms are looking too tasty. It's ironic because I actually don't like mushrooms. Mushrooms just have a very... They've always been kind of bitter. It's a little bit of a texture thing too. They taste like very... Or they feel like very firm pieces of tofu. Sometimes they can be tender, but I haven't... Let's put it this way. Anytime that someone's ever said, you gotta try this mushroom and blah, 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 most of the time, I'm not impressed. And nothing really ever tastes all that great. I wish it was different. I wish I could just turn that little part off in my head. It's like, hey, just try it. It's fine. Just food. Just can't, man. I can't. If I'm not enjoying it, I'm not going to do it. Same thing goes with games. If I'm not enjoying a game, I'm just not going to play it anymore. I do want to use the reverse justice card, but not until after we go into the secret room. Yeah, I was hoping that we were going to find a reroll machine in here, but okay, 4 chests. Look at that. A Hierophant card as well. Very nice. So we're really kind of... Yeah, don't forget that Maw of the Void can also proc the sulfuric acid effect, just to let you know. We know what this pill is? I don't think we do. The health up. We'll take it. This. See forever. The speed up. I'm buying all these because if I didn't have the external information mod, I would not have known what those were. Even though obviously I could see what they were. I'm not gonna pretend that I don't see it over there. But just staying on the level, being honest with yourself. I want to make sure I didn't hit that bomb rock. Sloth's going to give us a reverse fool card, which will make Isaac drop all of his consumables and HP on the ground as well. And the situation has not changed that much. We're still sitting at 3.24 damage. And we have not received a damage up this run. This is a global D6, which would have been useful for us in the shop. Not the shop, the secret room. Still not using the stars card. At this point, we need to try to use this to our advantage and get out of the boss rush. Great snipe there by what did we get hit by? I have no clue what we got hit by there. Okay, let's calm it down here. We do not have the HP or damage to be taking this level of chip damage here. Lots of money. So we need to make a decision now. Do we go back for the 4 room or do we just say screw it? We say screw it because we don't need it anymore. Proptosis. Proptosis is going to give us a okay damage upgrade on paper, but where the real value is, and everyone already knows this, The real value of Proptosis lies with its damage multiplier, which goes very, very, very well with Maw of the Void. How in the world did we miss that? DJs gives us a ton of HP. Lusty Blood gives us damage that stacks every time we kill an enemy. Starting to pick up momentum now. We got to get to boss rush. As the only goal right now is just to try to, again, create the best opportunities for us to succeed in this run. And that definitely includes giving yourself the highest chance of you finding an upgrade, which is just simply finding more items, or at least item pedestals that you could pick through. A very weird placement for the secret room, which makes me think that the boss is over here. No, I need my stars card, thank you. See me using sulfuric acid to my advantage here. We can't actually get that without flying, although there was a hangman card back over there we need to remember to get. Mystery sack is kind of whatever. It pays out with stuff. It's good. It's not a... It's just a whatever item. It's whenever it pays out, hey, we're happy. When it doesn't, okay, whatever. That's what a whatever item sounds like. The Fool card. I'm actually going to go with the Fool card over the Stars card. Reason being is because we can still use the Stars card to teleport towards the boss on a later floor. This wacky funhouse of a map here. Okay, Seraphim, need you to chill. The mom should not be a problem here. Man, our damage. The only good thing about this run right now with Proptosis is that if we actually do get a damage upgrade, it's going to just giga pump the damage that we can do close up with Maw of the Void, which is the reason why I'm going to take the negative. I don't know about a victory lap yet, but we gotta get a little bit more convinced. I'm gonna take Death's Touch again as the tears down, but gives us a very nice damage upgrade. Boy howdy, what a boss rush. What a trinket. Alright. So as you can see, boss rush usually doesn't work out for the best, but the point is just that it's the opportunity to get something better. People say that I over-prioritize boss rush way too much, and I disagree to that with to a certain extent. I was trying to combine the word certain and extent. End up sounding like an idiot. I'm certain. I think that I prioritize boss rush pretty fairly. There are times when it just doesn't make sense to try to really work over a run just to get boss rush. And there's other times like this where if you're in a bad situation and you have the means to get boss rush, I think it is worth it to prioritize it. Just for the opportunity. That's all we're looking for, is just opportunity to thrive here. The compass, which is not a usual payout that I get anyway from Judgment, but I'll definitely take it. That Hangman card, so we can go get those soul hearts, go into the shop, and yeah. Take the 5.5 volt. Ooh, we do not need Bob's Rotten Head anymore. Thank you very much, Bob's Rotten Head, for the great job you did. Not only am I unbelievably upset that that hit nothing, I am shocked that it didn't even hit any of the spiders that spawned from the Skull Hand. Okay. Looking for high priority targets to erase here. Oh, that was the sound of the clots being destroyed. The environmental clots. What the heck? When do we get Backstabber? No. Look for a good target. Yep, that'll be it. Taking out Globins is ideal, and apparently in order for us to go the east, we have to go north. Say no more, game. Secret room should be above here. Or not. Surprising. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but you may see a little downward trend, as we say in investing, of the appearance of pills since we've taken PhD. Which is no coincidence. That's no moon, and that's no coincidence. We know how the game works. This is hard coded. What do the kids say these days? This game is troll pilled. Kids even say that anymore? No, they don't. Dang kids. Their broccoli hairstyles. I still prefer to call it the alpaca. But that's what your kid looks like. You give your kid a Patrick Mahomes style haircut. You know which one I'm talking about. Don't act like you're uninformed here. I'm gonna call it like I sees it, which is the alpaca. You could sacrifice Seraphim here. It's 3 soul hearts, and honestly, we're probably too far down the road to be getting Guppy at this point. I know that seems weird. Let me see if we can get an HP container here from experimental treatment. We did, but we lost Tears. Oh my gosh, this Tears rate's... Ugh. I'm going to take Guppy's Paw just to have it. But obviously sticking with the eraser. Yep. Experimental treatment, everybody. Once in a while, and I mean a far while, experimental treatment will help you. But that's few and far between. Jerks out of here. Totally fine with using our eraser on the infamy masks. 100%. We cannot start taking bad damage here. We have good amount of health. The thing that we don't have a lot of is sustainability. We have no way of recovering our HP. Our tears rate is now our biggest enemy again, thanks to experimental treatment, which totally nuked our tears rate. Yeah. We could get the Satanic Bible. That would definitely give us the sustainability again. Because of 4.5 volt. So I'm okay with this. No, we can't. We could fight Hush, but it would be a nightmare without Polaroid. Alright, so we're a little incentivized here to do a full clear, just to get charges on the 4.5 volt on our Satanic Bible. Regular secret room here. See forever. Secretly still hoping that we might find a Tears upgrade somewhere in this vast ocean of no pills spawning. This is a good opportunity for us to hopefully get a full charge off of both Fallen and Dark One. And we immediately lost that Soul Heart. All right. I don't know why, it just feels like we're moving so slow on this run. I mean, physically moving. Our movement speed feels so much lower than what it is. 1.58 is right in my wheelhouse. No real excuse here. Black Market would allow us to skip Stanley, and I'm down for that. There's quite literally no reason for us to go fight him. This reduces our exposure to harm, and we still end up in the same spot anyway, because we're going to need the HP. You could make an argument that maybe we should go fight him, just because we want to try to recharge the Satanic Bible, but that's a weak argument in my opinion. All right, here we go. Guppy's Paw. Did it pay off? We have to get the mark. It's only going to cost us 2 soul hearts, and more importantly, it gives us damage and movement speed. And thank you, Stars card. Glad we held on to you for this long. Really appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. All right. Now we're on the stretch here. Got okay value out of the eraser. I would have loved to have hit the skeleton hands at least. It would have been nice, but or the tiny spiders, that would have been fine too. Sumptorium. Sumptorium would give us a lot more firepower and definitely make up the range or the loss of our tears rate. We do get Pisces, which is going to help us out a little bit. Pisces is another item that does break the tears cap, but you'd never know it, judging by the stats anyway. Ooh. The dice shard. Well, the dice shard. Interesting. Use it here and re-roll into something useful. Against my better judgment, with the amount of tier effects that we have, particularly with Backstabber, Sumptorium makes sense. Just gotta be careful and make sure that we don't overuse Sumptorium. This is really risky here. The moon. Okay, so this Key Beggar is also kind of interesting. Rare card, which I guess we can turn to an Internal Claudi. Let's see those too often. Nice. Okay. That was honestly a really kind of not great beggar, but we did get soul hearts out of him. The golden pill. All right. Well, I don't know what that did for our stats, if anything, but golden pills are always fun to use anyway. The death of all of our Claudies right here. Look at that up close damage, though. Trying to really work Backstabber. Yeah, down he goes. We're at 34 minutes. Yeah, we can sneak in a victory lap, I think. Second seed, 8 Pap, Wiz JB. If anything, this will showcase just how good Sumptorium can be. Remember, we gave up an HP generator for this. Hey, we got a speed up from that pill. That was originally an I Can See Forever pill. What? Oh. I was lined up with the door. See, the thing is that you have to walk into the doorway before you can actually leave a room. How it works. Most of the time, anyway. Not in Blueprints, but most other situations in the world and in gaming. Usually walking into the doorway helps. Secret room's definitely going to be here. We still need to be very careful about overuses of Sumptorium. That's always going to be the biggest risk. Just don't get greedy with it. No pun intended. We get I have all my Claudies. Apparently they're all dead. I don't have all my Claudies, but they're no longer here. We could take Tarot Cloth, which I'm going to do. Pepper Cables is also fine. We already have the compass. Somewhere along the way, all of our Claudies got murked. I'm not entirely sure how. I wouldn't mind getting an HP upgrade here. We would like to have something that we can refill instead of us using our very valuable soul hearts for Sumptorium. It would also activate Dark Prince's Crown every now and then whenever we did have full health, which is not going to be very, very often because we're going to be using aforementioned Sumptorium quite often. My God. Oh my gosh. You get another Tears upgrade here, which is nice. Still nowhere near where we'd like to be on the Tears rate, though. Just for an in-game build. We get some shot speed, and we get a second Guppy item with Guppy's Eye. I have a cult gives us Leviathan. I'm gonna take Leviathan here. For 2 or 3 for Guppy. The only thing we can't really take now is Brimstone. I mean, we can, but I don't like taking Brimstone with Eye of the Occult. I think we use some keys here. Seeing how just powerful enough the Claudies are. I think I'm good with using down to 6 hearts for now. Leviathan's going to give us a nice little flying upgrade and damage, and a couple of soul hearts for our troubles for the nice transformation. Probably the second best transformation in the game, I would say. Large Zit. And BFFs. It's very good. Is muy bueno. Muy bueno. Health up. Arms are key. And a health up. Being able to have red heart containers to help fuel Sumptorium is so much better. So much better than having to worry about only being stuck to a soul heart or bone heart environment. And you're basically giving up permanent HP, which is not ideal in my opinion. Now the Tears up here. Remember, we have Goat Head, so we don't have to worry about dropping our Devil Deals at all. I feel like it wants me to think that it's down here, but I could be wrong. Or it could be right. Let's see. So nothing crazy payouts so far coming out of the mushrooms. Luck upgrade. Shard of Glass is shard of, you know what. do get a dime here, so this would allow us to get a premium item out of the shop, which I'm going to definitely do right meow. Why do we keep losing all of our Claudies, man? Are they getting hit by something I'm just not noticing? I think every time I look at our Claudies, we're missing more and more of them. Maybe they're just layered on top of each other, and it's just hard to see them. Luck upgrade here, which is gonna be nice for Tough Love, which we instantly deleted Gertie. And Lusty Blood does not stack. I will take Dark Matter, however, which does allow us again activate Dark Prince's Crown and also give us a little bit of a shot in the arm for our damage with the blood here. Okay. The Planetarium. The Hierophant card, nice. This is 3 Soul Hearts, courtesy of Tarot Cloth. And says is nice. That we have the compass. It's still nice to see where everything is.
The sun.
We have a golden key. So if we find a key beggar, it will pay out guaranteed with an item, which is really, really, really nice. Which I also have not seen yet. Jupiter is bad. Sometimes. Sometimes. I used to have a really big crush on Jupiter. And then I sort of softened on the idea. Half price Diplopia is very nice. I can't believe that we still stuck with Shiny Rock of all things. I really need a change though. Yeah, those Athame beams were already in the room before we even had to do anything with it. Once again, the Devil Deal trying to dupe us and putting us in the wrong door. That is something that I took up with Zombolas to show him, and so he knows that exists. That shouldn't be happening. You know, we have 1 red heart. We can tell by the way that Dark Prince's crown is lit up. Really kind of hoping you're going to hook us up there, Judgment. I guess we could just use what we've got in here. Diplopia, get some money, get some soul hearts, we get a free trinket smelter, which we can use to smelt Shiny Rock. Oh, we're full HP, okay. Oh, there we go. What are you? Stars card. Yeah, we can take Stars card. We don't really need Ansas. Yeah, we've got mapping kind of with the compass, and that's usually all I really need. Seeing the map for itself is just kind of a bonus at that point. Absolutely cruising now after what was a little bit of a, I don't want to say struggle, but it was a little bit rough around the edges for the first run anyway. Really wasn't until the Dark Chest that we really kind of broke it open. And now with Sumptorium, we're cooking now. Sticking with Sumptorium was definitely the right call. We don't need to go into the item room yet. Not that we're trying to conserve keys or anything, but we have a Stars card. We can easily get out of the boss rush. Clots are putting in work. Team Claudie. Nah. I guess Dogtooth for maxed out movement speed and a little bit of damage. And we can take Celtic Cross just for a little bit of insurance. Make a lot of clots out of here, but I'm not going to wait that long. Obviously, we don't need to. So I'm not gonna. Now, is that the, quote, right policy? No. I wouldn't say that skipping rooms, just because you don't need to do them, doesn't mean that you should. But if you're in this position here, it really doesn't matter if you min-max or not, or if you really just want to see every single room that the game has. This run was already beaten now at this point. The game lost this run as soon as we ended up getting. Oh, I thought it was a reverse world card. This run was over the second that we ended up getting Athame and Goathead. Tears up. Yes, dude. Hematemesis, all right. Sumptorium is just the icing on the cake. Yep. Yeah. Instant death on bloat. I do think that, this is just my opinion, I think that Sumptorium should just be an instant cast. I don't understand why there has to be a cooldown on Sumptorium. I really don't. Yeah, come on down, 7 seals. Why not? I think that if the player is willing to gamble that much, they should be able to use Sumptorium without limit, without a cooldown. I'm not saying change the base functionality of Sumptorium, but I just don't understand the need to make players wait for it to recharge very slowly in order for you to use it again. We know there's a big freaking hallway up here, so the Tenant Rock over me out. We're firing so many tiers now. Just good luck, game. Oh. We also have a sack room here that we can do a sack room shuffle on. And I'm not opposed to it. We're going to have to walk out, walk back in with every single tap, though. We do have Scapular as well, I think. Wait, do we have Scapular? Scapular? We have it. We done got Scapular. No, we don't have Scapular. I don't know why I thought we had Scapular. Soul Heart for our troubles. Troll Bombs for our troubles. One Angel Key. Bunch of Soul Hearts for our troubles. And 2 Angel Keys. Trying to keep the Body Gang safe here. Pentagram is just even more damage I am going to take, but that does ruin our Dark Prince's crown. Go see old Hushy. Maybe Hushy's got something we want down here. And he does. I will take Ancient Nails. I'll also take Consolation Prize, which is going to give us a much-needed Tears rate upgrade at this point. I say that only half sarcastically, by the way. Oh, this treasure map, if we want it. Sure. Didn't actually mean to buy Charge Baby, but you know what? We made our bed, so... Strength card would be nice for the Hush fight because that allows us to at least have an activation on Dark Prince's crown. And also, actually, no, it doesn't. I take it back because we have Terror Cloth. Well, in that case, we can just use this for ultimate Cloddy generation here. Look at the damage on Hush. Holy moly. Yeah, Hush was totally stun locked right there. Old Hush, he had no idea what to do. That is the power of Sumptorium, baby. A crawl space. No, that was a Tenant Rock? I must have seen it different. Sumptorium is just wiping the floor now with everything. And this is what I was talking about when we first decided to take it, was that Sumptorium's strength will make up for the difference of no tears rate on this run. Facing the wrong way there for a second. I'm actually shocked that Isaac is still alive. It's probably because the sheer amount of tears that we're firing is knocking him away from us getting the maximum potential of Proptosis. We got the Swarm, I guess. Adrenaline's and whatever. So is Halitosis, aka Dead Tooth. Gosh, we gotta go all the way to the literal other side of the world here on this map. Yeah, we are. We're gonna be okay, I think. Up. It was instantaneous destruction of both of those champion mega fatties and everything around them. Rotten Tomato is what made our tears look this red and, quite frankly, awful. This is just... I mean, you know, I gotta say that at the start of this run, I wasn't too sure about June standing here with being super powerful, but now that we see that we had just a giga-charged, mega-charged Sumptorium run, holy moly. I also wish I would have known that that secret room was right there, because that would have saved us a lot of time. Inch Nails plus Pisces is just knocking everything away. Down goes Blue Babby. And for S's and G's, let's just go say hi to old Mega Stan, shall we? Oh, Lost Soul Buddy. We get spun. Wow, and another sulfuric acid, too. Holy moly. It's just instant deletion. The crazy thing is our damage on paper is not even that crazy. That's the crazy thing. It's an opportunity to gather the Clotty gang up so we get the concentrated fire. Don't want them spawning on Stanley, though, because that would immediately murder... Oh, never mind. He's dead. Yeah. Oh, you know we're going to go fight Delirium. Come on now. Come on now. Give that extra like here on this video. And don't forget to tune in tonight, everybody, for the YouTube stream. Every single Tuesday, we stream here exclusively on YouTube for your entertainment. This will be week 5 in a row that we've streamed on every Tuesday. And it's been a blast. People have been enjoying it. People have been, lots of new people coming into the Discord, lots of new people joining the mosh pit. What's going on here? Oh, he's invisible. That's fun. A lot of new people joining the Discord, looking at our TCG breaks that I do with Pokemon and Magic and Lorcana and One Piece, all that kind of stuff. We had new people join the Raid clan as well. Raid Shadow Legends action, which I know the game gets memed on, and I just don't care. I enjoy the game. I enjoy hero gachas where I get to improve my team. We're most likely going to lose all of our Clotties here. Be prepared for that. It's going to drastically reduce our overall damage. Still had a lamb body, but also then had haunt. I don't know how that happens. Widow, I think, teleported on us. One Claudius, two Claudius to save them all. Whoa, was that Dark? Was that Dark Gabriel? When does Delirium ever turn into Dark Gabriel? That was weird. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Don't forget about the Tuesday stream starting tonight around between 5 and 6 p.m. Central Time, which is 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time and 3 to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope to see you all there. Thank you all very much for the support. We had a great weekend of runs going on into the brand new week, and so far June has really been serving up banger after banger, so I will take it. Have a great start to your Tuesday, everybody. Hope to see you tonight on the YouTube stream, and as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like thanks to patrons of mine like Darbiter, Mr. Meatfoot, and Battaloid. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.